That's great.
So when's LA?
When's what?
LA? That's his next ship.
The next
He was
pod.
carried by Kyrie in Cleveland anyway.
All
So.
right, ready to go? We're ready to start this thing.
Yeah, it is all set.
Recording in progress.
All right, welcome back, listeners. Season 4, episode 3. We got a special guest on today. Our senior vice president of outreach, Jack Greenspan, landed this guest here, Jake Mager. He is Brendo's buddy and huge avid basketball fan, college basketball fan, better, solid subpar golfer. But we'll touch on that after. But Mager, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, Jake here. Looking forward to the podcast, talking some March Madness today. But really, all I got. I'm getting excited.
You know, I'd like to say something. I couldn't think of a better person to start this season. Our first guest. My only person I had in mind as the outreach coordinator was Mager. Mager knows ball. Mager knows ball, so he belongs on the podcast this episode.
Jack G, is this you saying you only had one guest in mind when you asked for this position?
Well, you better have some more.
Oh no!
He said he had
I
one.
only had one guest in mind. I have a book of guests.
No,
Don't you worry.
We
Don't
want
you
picture
worry.
proof. We want picture proof next episode.
Guys, just listeners, stay tuned for future episodes with my book of guests that I have
The book.
ready. The book. It's
Hope that's not
it's like
empty
my
box.
Bible.
His journal of guests.
There was someone else that me and Nick thought that was going to be invited to this episode that we discussed last week, if I remember correctly.
What happened to that?
Yeah, we didn't want to get
Hey,
canceled after.
That was the last second fuck the guest bailed.
You were Jack G's first choice, as you mentioned.
Yes.
But this podcast is going to be all madness. We're 2 days before the start of the first game here, and 2 days after the initial bracket reveal, and definitely want to dive into our thoughts, some predictions, some hot takes. Definitely want to start off here with just our initial thoughts. Brendo, I'll start with you, I guess. Last 4 in, last 4 out. Did the committee fuck up?
We'll keep it quick. Maker talked to me earlier today saying he doesn't want to hear about bitching about UNC making it anymore. So I'll keep it quick.
It's every podcast, every single one. I swear to God.
I mean, there's no question why everyone complains about it. It was so bad. I didn't I mean, I won't claim that I knew everything before. I did not realize that the UNC athletic director is the head
chair.
of the committee.
Yeah.
What?
He got a
$100,000
He
bonus.
got $100,000.
It's so crazy.
Not the school. Him personally got $100,000 for them being invited to the tournament.
So insane. Fellow DGen, I think. I don't know. I won't go on about it too much, but I did look into the stats and everything, and it does seem criminal that UNC getting it over. West Virginia was sort of not a fantastic team though either. I mean, I won't sit here. The issue I had with everyone complaining about the UNC getting it over West Virginia was acting like West Virginia was this like outstanding team. Like they were still
Yeah.
trash. Like they might have been good enough to make it in the tournament, but they were a first round exit either way, I think. So
And you think UNC survives tonight?
yeah, I think UNC will. I think they have the chance to go. I mean,
Do they have a shot at?
Hey, if they win tonight, they might make it to the Sweet 16.
yeah.
I think getting a game in Dayton definitely is a huge boost. We saw it last year. I feel like every year you see one team at that 11th spot make it a couple rounds after getting that momentum from that first win.
No, but I mean, I would argue that UNC shouldn't be an 11 seed. I mean, they have one quad win. I mean, shouldn't they be put as a 16, like the playing for
Hey.
16 seed?
That's what. Hey, they're 8-0 in quad 2. Quad 2 matters. Quad 2 matters now.
Well, could you imagine UNC against Duke, first round of 64?
That can't happen because they're both ACC teams.
That would be
No,
that would be
That
criminal.
would feel like just the idea of it would be bizarre.
You're
Yeah,
looking
I
at
agree.
like Bryant or like UNC. Obviously, UNC is a better team. They have a better strength of schedule. You're not going to put them at 16.
Yeah, imagine putting them in instead of like SIUE. I don't even know their full team name. SIUE, they're like a 300 ranked team. They're gonna get 50 piece the first game.
Yeah. Imagine having UNC as a play-in versus like Amsterdam or just like some random ass school.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so I guess that was my take on that, I guess.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, definitely it'll be interesting if, like, especially if UNC loses tonight for whatever reason, people are going to be even more fucking outraged that like West Virginia didn't get a spot over them and they just can't even get to play in game.
The governor of West Virginia might go into hiding.
Like go into hiding
Yeah,
for what reason?
I don't know, just for his sake.
He's threatening legal action against the NCAA.
Good for
Who?
That's
what a-
awful.
The
what a good
governor of
man.
West Virginia.
Patrick Morrissey? Is that who we're talking about? The Morrissey administration?
Let's see. Yeah, he also made a placard that says National Corrupt Athletic Association. Sorry.
That's awesome.
Joe, before we get any farther into it, did all the fellas join the bracket pool?
Mayor's not in.
Was
No,
it
I'm
Dave?
in. I'm in.
Oh, you're in?
Brendan's? Yeah.
No, we gotta get you in Joe's. Joe has one.
Get another one? Yeah, I'm down for it. Ninevi's been taking my money, $50. You know he's getting referral money for doing this?
That's criminal. I'll have to send that one to the group chat. It's a $50 bracket buy-in.
It's greasy. But like, has he sent you the prize layouts yet? They're insane. You get a toilet if you come in last place. I'm thinking of tanking. Dead ass.
Oh, a
It's,
toilet?
Yeah, you get 2% of the winnings plus a toilet if you come
Does
in
it-
last place.
Is it?
I'm thinking
Does
of
it come with a
tanking.
bidet?
No bidet, no bidet. You can ask for an extra 10, I think. But yeah, absurd. Think about it. You take $5,000 pot, 2% is last place. It's $101 bucks. It's $50 profit plus a toilet.
What happens if you just don't fill out a bracket?
You got
I
a
mean,
toilet.
It counts. I
Jack
think
G's
the tank.
pick. With Jack G's picks, you get the toilet.
I'll take it, dude. I need a new toilet. I clogged it 8 times today. I swear to God.
What are you eating, bud?
Brendo, clip that.
Pooping.
Clip it.
Flip the poop. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Getting off topic.
But region by region, we'll start south, Brendo.
I think so. I think that's
Alright.
the.
Can I just shoot out my biggest upset in this region?
Yes.
I do think UC San Diego is going to upset Michigan in the round of 64.
That's not bad.
Disagree.
Everyone has that.
It's not a
I was
bad
gonna.
take.
I was gonna say, Nicholas. I think that's the popular take. Not that it's a
No,
bad
no, no,
take.
no. I agree it is, but for me, I mean, I was fully. I mean, when I filled out my bracket for the first time, I had the upset, but you know, I still think that's a pretty. So I mean, I think Michigan won the Big Ten, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, they won the Big Ten. They have a turnover problem though, so I could see them getting bounced.
So I mean, I understand it's a very popular upset, right? Which is a little scary that that public's riding that. But at the same time, I mean, I still think. I mean, Creighton, Louisville. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but I mean, Louisville's hosting it.
Off Louisville in that matchup.
It's
got
crazy
Creighton.
that they're giving Auburn, the #1 seed, a road game in the Sweet 16 if Louisville makes it. It's absurd.
That's true. Wait,
It's an hour and a half from their campus.
Yeah, that's why I love Louisville in the first game. Does anyone else only have like 15? I have like 12 picks in my bracket. Like, I've been taking so long. So
I
I haven't even completely filled out my bracket yet. It's tough. It's a tough bracket this year.
I mean, it's a spam and autocorrect Thursday at 11:45. That's what it is. And to keep on selecting, and then you get that perfect one around 11.
What about Ole Miss and then the playing game that starts at 9, the San Diego State, UNC?
Ole Miss getting bounced.
Yeah, I agree.
Ole Miss will get bounced.
Joe G.
I hate Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss will lose too.
did anyone
I don't think they're a good team at all.
did anyone watch any Old Miss games this
I
year?
watched one.
I did
watched
watch.
one.
I think I watched 3. I think I'm a little bit biased because they had the spread on every one and they lost every single one against the spread at least. I think that they won a few games but just didn't cover. So they were almost zero fun to watch. So I'll be rooting on their downfall if UNC wins. If SDSU win, I honestly don't have no clue anything about SDSU. I'd probably just take Ole Miss just to.
I mean, all you need to know is they're in the Final Four a couple years ago. Can't remember the last time Ole Miss has done anything relevant. It's just like a
Breaking news.
bad basketball school.
Breaking news, Alabama State just got a buzzer beater against St. Francis.
Is that
Did they
true?
cover?
Damn it.
They did not
Full
cover.
court pass layup.
This is March.
Wow.
We got a squad. We got a squad ride the UNC game. What are we? Are we?
I did
I
UNC.
got San Diego State plus 3.5.
All right,
Boo.
forget the squad ride then. I guess.
Yeah, sorry.
Make our first podcast on is destroy the squad ride immediately.
My bad. This was prior to the pod.
I think the Marquette New Mexico game will be a good game too.
I have New Mexico.
That'll be a good game. Just
I think there's the better team. I'm fading big East teams. Besides UConn.
you know, and then I want another South game. I don't know if you guys watched Memphis in their conference championship game over the weekend. Their two guards are out, and they're not going to be playing on Thursday either. Confirmed.
From what? From the Jack G
I was
network?
gonna say, didn't the coach come out and say that they're gonna be playing? I thought the coach
When did
had
we
like
get
a
to the
thing.
West?
I know
Oh,
we're in the
right,
West suddenly.
From greenspeaks.com?
Are they in the West? They are in the West.
It's okay. Continue the point, Jack J.
Yeah. So that my point. They're not playing is they're just not playing. Their
They're not
hamstrings are
playing.
cooked.
Fantastic point.
I mean, you also got to look at how good Colorado State's been playing. They had a rocky start to the year, but I mean, their forward Clifford, he's been a dog.
The big
They've
red
just been
dog.
rolling. No, he's been a dog. He's not right. No.
Yeah. Before we get there, it sounded like everyone's taking New Mexico. Is that
Yep.
really?
No,
All right.
I'm taking
I was
Marquette.
gonna say I'm on Marquette. I feel pretty strongly that Marquette's gonna win that too.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Why?
I've watched a lot of Marquette games this year, and I don't know, I just feel good
They're
about it.
lengthy.
This is a vibe pick, I think. I think this is just a vibe pick.
I'm not a big East fan this year, to be honest with you. I know Jack G's not happy about that take, but
No. What are you a fan of?
I'm a big fan of the SEC.
Everybody is.
He's a big
I like to.
Not a football conference.
Of the MAC.
You're a
I
big
like
fan
the
of. You're a big fan of McNeese.
Oh, Drake.
Maction. He loves Maction.
Drake is making it 2 rounds. They suffocate their opponent.
I can't
they-
stand
no.
that style of basketball. I can't stand it. UVM plays
Missouri.
the same shit, and it's
Better get
miserable to watch.
They're playing Missouri. They have a kid our age on Missouri. He just nails threes all game. I forget what his name is, but
They
guy
have
has
a-
gray hair.
A lot of kids that are 23 in this tournament. Jack.
We're not. We're 24.
We're old heads.
You're 23, brother.
24.
I'll be 24 next month.
You're
You're 25.
I'm still 24.
You know, New
What am I
Year. New
I'm living
Year.
the moment.
Okay, live
A
in the
lot
moment.
of a lot of college-aged kids in this tournament.
A lot of college-age kids in this tournament. It's kind of unbelievable, if you ask me.
Let's
I
move
mean,
on.
that COVID year really set us back.
Oh wait, we missed a few
I want to
games.
talk about.
Te-
I want to talk about Yale and Texas A&M.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I got Yale.
so that's gonna be a good game. I don't know if you guys watched Yale basketball this year, but man, they're good. Yale. They're bigs, man. They had Wolf last year. He's on Michigan now, and now they have this other dude, big white guy, just bullying the paint. But
They're also one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the country.
yeah,
I
but
don't know.
thing is, Texas A&M, their defense is sickening.
Aren't they like an outstanding rebounding team?
Oh, dude, they just they're a vacuum cleaner when it comes to rebounds. Vacuum cleaner. It's like bringing a shop vac and just cleaning your car. Joe doesn't know about that, but it's just getting one of those shop vacs, cleaning the carpet in your car. That's Texas A&M grabbing rebounds. Just destroy you on the glass.
Well, I mean, I have Texas A&M going all the way to the. I texted him going to the round of 8.
Oh,
Jesus.
so you have them beating
I get
UC
busted
San
already.
Diego. You you have them beating UC San Diego, and then you have them
Auburn.
beating Auburn.
Yeah.
No,
Crazy.
Louisville. They're gonna beat Louisville.
Well,
I don't think Louisville beats Auburn.
no, I don't think so either. But all right. What about Iowa State? Last game, I think 2 more games left.
Lipscomb.
Yeah, Lipscomb. I think this is just a
Iowa
simple Iowa State. I don't think we have to
Yeah.
talk about
This
that
is a
too much.
rollover game. Yeah.
Michigan State was the last game. Michigan State.
Yeah, same thing.
Michigan
I don't.
State. Yeah.
There was a lot
I
of
mean,
people
if
saying.
I had a grand, I would put $1,000 that Brian loses by at least 20.
I think that's the most likely 2 seed to win against. 15 seed to win against a 2 seed out of all of them, but I don't think that it happens this year.
I think you're right. I agree.
Just because I think Brian is actually strong. But all right, we move on to the East.
West.
West.
All right, so it's
All right.
Joe,
All right,
Joe,
fine.
you start us off. You start us off with your team that's gonna probably have a good run this year. You start
Looks
us
like
off.
looks like Joe looked at the talking points, but no one else.
Yeah, I'm looking at the talking points, you morons.
East.
We're going East.
Okay.
East region. Again, I only have 4 picks filled out right now.
All right, let's go to the first game. Everyone
5
say who they
picks.
have.
I have Duke and I have Baylor.
Yep.
Duke.
Yeah, I got Duke, Mississippi State. Just vibes.
Duke and Miss State. That's who I have too.
I have Baylor.
Baylor's not a great team.
They definitely
I'm just a
aren't.
big fan of the SEC, man. Big fan of the SEC.
You're not.
No, I hate the E SEC.
All right, next tough game here, Oregon Liberty. A lot of people taking Liberty, but Liberty is in the shittiest conference of all time.
I like
the
Oregon.
Ducks.
Ducks.
I got Liberty, and I have them going deep. I have
Really?
Yeah, I have Liberty beating Oregon, and then I have them piecing up Arizona.
No way.
Yeah, I do.
Ari-
Seriously. And then I have them getting pieced up by Duke by like they'll lose to
Finally.
Duke by like 40, but
Is Cooper Flag playing?
Yeah.
no, he'll sit the first game.
Oh shit.
Well, sit the
Well, I
first,
just
they'll
think so.
bring
I
him
just
back,
think
but,
so.
like,
I just think I don't know. There's no
they
like
you're probably right.
There's none of
It
these.
just feels like I don't want to bet on a team where you don't know how their best player's looking.
Brendo, why do you have Liberty going so far? What's your reasoning?
I just watch a lot of Liberty games and they never give up. They do. They literally. Well, actually, looking at that tournament, the tournament games they just played, I think they were down by at least 10 in almost every game, which like sounds bad, but
So,
Really
They-
bad. Against
no, no, no,
UTEP,
no.
Kennesaw State.
Yeah, but they can shoot when they get hot in the 3. They're super hot in the 3. Their starting point guard's a white kid. He's like 5'10", and number 0, he's filthy. He looks like he's about 15 years old, but he's awesome.
Hey, nobody that anyone has heard of this year.
I don't know.
Pedimont? What is Pedimont? Pedimont? Piedmont?
We'll see.
They beat
This is
Piedmont by 40 points. Who is Piedmont? Central Penn College. This Valley State, St. Andrews. What are these? These teams aren't real.
I know, but what were the score of those games though?
They're high school teams, Brett.
No.
St. Andrews, they beat them 124 to 50.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
insane.
Never heard of
This
that
is
team.
they are good. Wait till they. I'm
Piedmont.
definitely putting money on Liberty money line against Oregon. We'll have to see if I do against Arizona. I'll probably just take spreads. They'll probably be like, I don't know, probably like 8 point dogs. But
Central Connecticut College only put up 36 against them.
You know,
what state is Piedmont in?
Dude, I've never heard of Piedmont.
Brendo, I'm glad you brought up Arizona because I don't think they beat Akron in the first round.
I mean,
Did you have a bad taste in your mouth from last year?
I've watched a lot of Akron basketball this year.
What is it with watching Akron and Liberty, guys? What are we doing on a Saturday night?
no,
And-
Liberty games are at like 7. Did you actually watch a lot of Akron games, Jack?
I just watched their conference tournament. That's
yeah.
about it. And they just score a lot of fucking points. And
Piedmont.
Arizona is my least favorite team ever. I can't stand watching them.
Even
I
with
hate-
your guy Caleb there?
I hate
The
Caleb Love.
UNC You don't like Caleb Love?
No,
Oh,
he's
okay.
terrible.
I love Caleb Love. He's electric.
He sucks. He's the most overrated player in the NCAA.
Until the
Besides
lights
Hunter
come on,
Dickinson. Besides Hunter Dickinson.
Which administration?
Yeah.
Which one?
Actually, the Hoovers.
All time.
Yeah.
We'll wait till we get. I'll wait till we get to Kansas to talk about Hunter Dickinson.
Yeah.
Uh, BYU, VCU.
I think we're all
BYU?
riding BYU.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people love VCU, but I don't know. Like I do see like it's a kind of a mismatch. Like VCU's defense might match up well, but
BYU's a Final Four team.
I think people get trapped in the idea of March Madness and just like wanting to pick low
Upset.
seeds every time. I feel like I agree with Jack G. BYU has a lot of potential to. I think they have a tough draw though because they go up against Wisconsin, Alabama. I think is actually would be a better matchup if they get that far.
Is Grant playing?
I think so,
Okay.
but I don't know. I just feel like it's an overthought pick to take VCU. I like BYU. I agree with Jack.
Yeah, BYU. They're a fun team to watch.
we can all agree on Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're there.
Right?
The
What
Chi
about
said, wait.
Yep.
He's wearing
It's
a
coming
Chi.
on.
Is Wisconsin your national champion?
They're a
Mayor?
Final Four team.
Oh
We
boy.
got Duke going out to Arizona, and we got Wisconsin pushing through.
Jesus.
They won't even have to see Alabama. They're going to lose to St. Mary's. Easiest road to the Final Four.
I actually have Vanderbilt being St. Mary's in the first round.
SEC, baby?
What?
Aren't they they're SEC? No.
What did you say?
Yeah.
He said
I
SEC.
I said SEC, baby.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
No, I think St. Mary's wins this. I don't see Vanderbilt really. I mean, I think it's gonna be a great game. I think it's a good 7-10 matchup. But I mean, I would honestly, I would love to see Vandy BYU as a 6-11, personally, and then I would consider taking Vandy.
St.
Yeah.
Mary's just, I don't think they're nearly as good of a team that they were the last few years. I think a lot of people, if you watch that Gonzaga game with St. Mary's, that was ugly. They went like 0 for 20 on threes. That was so poor. So I don't know. I don't know much about Vanderbilt, but I just think that's bad mojo going into the tournament to not make a three
Yeah,
in your
it's not
conference
great.
championship game.
Not great.
They just
Yeah.
don't. They just didn't look good. The games I've seen with them. So I'm gonna rock with Vanderbilt for now.
But it also, I mean, it's more just, it's all about the madness. I mean, you could have a shitty conference championship game, and you can come out and you can play the best 2-3 games of your life. You know what I mean?
It only
takes one game. It only
Nick,
takes
it's all
one game.
about who's going to perform under the brightest lights of them all, Nick.
I mean, you need, in my opinion, for March Madness, you need two things. You need a good start. I would say you need a good 7. But 2, you need some grit.
Right.
If you have no grit in the month of March, you might as well just fucking, like forfeit your pick and give it to
Tenacity.
another university.
That makes me think, has anyone ever like given up their March Madness? Like, has anyone ever declined? I was thinking about that on the car ride. Has anyone ever like gotten the bit like a large bit and been like,
Decline.
nah?
I want to play in the NIT.
I
I want to play in the NIT.
don't know. I don't think so, but
Do we are we all in agreement on Alabama, or is anyone riding Robert Morris?
No.
Lems?
no, I'm on Alabama. Alabama by about 30.
Megan?
Yeah, I got Bama.
All
I
right,
was
so
looking up if a team's rejected the bid, and it has not happened.
Yeah, I mean that's an idiot. I mean, why would he do that?
Maybe some
We're
like
doing
right,
the NIT
maybe I
all
don't know.
the time, but
all right, so we're on the Midwest.
Boom.
Houston.
Houston.
SIUE.
Tags.
I'm kidding.
Get
I'm
outta
kidding.
here.
I don't know who they are. I don't even know who they are.
Take the I'm hearing that the sharp pick here is the under first half on this game because Houston's such a good defense SIUE might only put up 15 points, but then the second half, Houston's going to get loose because they're already going to be winning the game. So they're
Yeah,
just going to sort of
adjustments.
be messing around. SIUE is just going to be pushing, hucking up threes.
Think that under.
I don't know what it is, but I already took it
The
for first
over-under
half.
in the game's 126 and a half.
Yeah, but
Oh,
take
yeah.
the
That is
first half.
low.
You want the first half.
I like that. What do we like, Gonzaga or Georgia? I take the Zags. I take the Zags.
Zags.
I'm taking
I've
the
Zag here.
KenPom pick. Take the Zags.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the Zags as well. Are we all on the Zags?
Wow. Hey, everyone clap it up for themselves.
Book
Clap it
it.
up for themselves.
Let's call it squad rag. That we all have to take the Zags together.
Yep.
Yep. Let's go.
Is
This-
go.
is that a Thursday or Friday game?
That's a Friday, I
The
think.
20th.
I know that's Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh,
Thursday
okay.
at 4, right after work. 4:30.
I'm gonna get off work.
4:30.
5.
Yeah.
Got out sick.
Let's go. Let's go, Maker.
May already called out sick. You said I'm gonna be sick on Thursday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, texted my boss this morning.
I'm gonna be sick. I feel something coming. I think I'm gonna be sick on Thursday.
That's what
he's
I'm telling.
joking.
That's what I'm going to tell my school teacher.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Nothing beat like high school, everyone having their computers up, middle science class, watching the games Thursday at noon. Vibes electric.
The best.
All right, Clemson McNeese.
It's hard
It's
to
a-
go against the aura.
McNeese.
I'm taking Clemson.
Aura?
I'm going so against that guy.
Amir, the manager McNeese makes me want to take him.
Yeah, the
Guy's
manager's
electric.
awesome. That guy's awesome.
I felt the aura when I watched this video through my screen.
Yeah.
Did you see? Did you guys
Yeah,
see
dude.
the? Did you guys see the quote about what like on the McNeese page? It says if they kept manager statistics for rebounds and wiping up wet spots off the floor, I'd be putting up Walt Chamberlain numbers.
Also, first manager with an NIL deal. This kid's a dog.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't know that. That's kind of
He's
cool.
raking it in.
I was laughing so hard when I saw a reel with that quote. I'd be putting up Walt Cham. They put it on a T-shirt and everything. It's crazy.
So, Brian, are you
That's
taking?
awesome.
No, I'm taking Clemson.
After all that,
I'll
Yeah, I
put
got
McNeese
Clemson.
in my random bracket for my. I'll have my serious one. I have just my BS one. I'll put in my serious one. Clemson probably wins. I don't know, pretty
It's gonna be a
comfortably.
good game. Gonna be a good game.
all right, so it sounds like we have Clemson there, and then the Purdue High Point game is tough.
High Point.
I'm locking High Point.
Fuck Purdue.
Purdue's
Dude,
cold. Purdue is very cold.
They
What's a
also
Boilermaker?
can't guard the post, and McNeese has a 7-footer, and they're a top 25 KenPom offense. It's just a
High Point?
recipe. Yeah, recipe for an upset.
What's a Boilermaker?
I've
When the
I've never,
Bills.
I've never been a Purdue fan since they fucked me. Round of 64 against FTU, and Brendo and I bought jerseys. And now I just stare at a Purdue jersey every fucking
Really?
day.
That's
They
awesome.
Fucked me.
What jersey you buy? Edie?
What? No. I customized it. It says a stallion on the back.
Clip that.
Maybe I'll wear it Friday.
I'm
Alright.
taking.
I went to go buy a New Mexico jersey, the Lobos, because they have some sick jerseys. But then I realized I'm ordering it from China, and it won't be here till probably the next presidential election.
Yeah.
Administration.
Yeah.
By the time Jack G gets elected mayor. Of
Yep. Yeah, it'll be in a few months actually.
But I am going Purdue here.
I am
I
too.
am going Purdue. I am going Purdue.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Purdue is they. I mean, no one's really talked about Purdue all year long. Watching the few games that I did, they look good. I mean, they play tough teams all year.
I would say a 4 seed for Purdue's a little high.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would maybe bump them down to 6.
They lose next round no matter what, in my opinion. Like they're not.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
they-
have them losing to Clemson.
They might lose to McNeese.
I mean,
We already talked about that game. You can't go back.
that game's
No, no,
Not going
no.
back.
If Purdue,
I
if no,
refuse to go back.
If Purdue wins and McNeese wins, they play each other, and McNeese is gonna beat Purdue.
Fair.
I mean, that
Yeah.
would be awesome if McNeese did make a deep run like NC State did last year.
And then Illinois versus the undecided opponent here.
Xavier.
I'm like Xavier.
Joe and I talked about this. I think on Sunday. Even though we don't know what team's going to be in there, I have texted Xavier beating Illinois.
I'm like, you don't know who they're playing yet.
It doesn't matter. I just don't have a good feeling about Illinois. I think that's another one of my 6-11 upsets.
Thing with Illinois, 3 players have battled the flu this year for them. I mean, did you guys know
Crazy
that?
stat to pull out of your ass.
No, yeah, because I watched a lot of Illinois games this year. They've battled this team is battle tested, and they're a 6 seed now. So I don't know. We'll see. But if Xavier wins, watch out for Xavier.
That kind of sounds like you during Frisbee season. Just always, you had the flu, you had the vaccine,
Strep throat.
strep throat, just always something, an issue.
The vaccine got me.
Excuse. I remember Jack
Don't
G.
clip that.
I remember Jack G. got the vaccine. He texted me. He goes, "I feel like shit."
I remember for the home tournament, I played while I had strep throat. It was my flu game.
Yeah. What numbers you put up that game?
I didn't play well, but then I had drank 12 beers after.
Yeah, there you go.
Those are some
That's
numbers.
That's elite numbers.
Yep.
That's what we like to hear.
Yep.
Kentucky over Toronto. That doesn't need to be talked about, in my opinion.
No, we don't need to talk about that.
He has 10 losses in whatever conference they're in.
Troy, who names their school after a first name? Crazy.
All right. UCLA, Utah State.
I don't even care about that game.
This is gonna turn into fuck that game. Just skip it.
Next.
Just skip that game.
I mean, I have Utah State, Joe.
I don't have anyone yet.
I do as
I got
well.
Utah State.
Yeah, I got Utah State.
Yeah,
Five
Utah
six.
State.
What's the reason?
They're just good.
Yeah, I mean, I have no reason. I have no reason on that. It's a gut feeling. You know,
They-
you got to go with your gut in the month of March, Joe.
No, they've looked good. They looked good. They had a hot run. I think during our first podcast, we brought up Utah State about being a possible contender come March, and although they fell off a little bit, I think they pick up. I think they're 1-0, but I think the UCLA game's a good game. I wonder what the spread is.
Yeah,
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. And then, I mean, whoever wins that is going to get absolutely tattooed by Tennessee.
100%. Yeah.
Tattooed.
Lems, what jersey you wearing right now? Break it out. Let's
Wow.
go.
There it is.
Tennessee.
boy. Clean
Is that a
jersey. Clean
Is
jersey.
that a Grant Williams jersey?
No, it's I don't know if you can see it.
Where are you buying these? Is this Fanatics work?
That's awesome.
China. We're going to China. We're buying the
It's not
jerseys
good.
from China.
You guys, everyone take UNC. They're about to start.
Oh yeah, take it. With Rick Pitino. Unzipped pants when he got up to leave empty Italian restaurant, he testified.
Oh no.
When
Him and Skip would get along.
All right, ready for.
How about that guy
left?
from yeah, go ahead.
All right, Florida, move on from that. UConn, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Wait, did we not talk about the Florida Norfolk State game?
We're not talking about. We don't need to talk about the game.
I
That's
thought
next.
I don't know, I thought that was a good game to talk about.
Did you start recording? I didn't hear the ringer.
Recording
No,
in
yeah,
progress.
I don't use just the Zoom. I use OBS mostly, but the Zoom's like my backup. It's like if everything
Gotcha.
goes wrong, but good call.
All right, so UConn. I'm taking UConn. I have UConn.
Whoa. Florida, Norfolk State.
No.
We don't need to talk about that game. Moving on. Connecticut, Oklahoma.
Come on, let's go UConn.
UConn. 12-0.
I bet this pick.
12-0 is
I
the
bet Joe
third
didn't even
coach
pick
in
this
the
game yet.
tourney.
I bet Joe didn't even pick this game yet.
I took UConn. And then
Let's
I
go.
took Florida to immediately destroy UConn.
I hate you.
That'll be a quick game. Thank you for showing up, UConn.
Fuck. You
They don't
know,
have it this year. They just don't have it this year, Jack G. They don't have it.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think Florida is a very, very good team,
What's
and
the spread, Jack G?
they would not match up well against Florida. Those Florida bigs are just insane. Condon, that guy's a beast.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy on their bench? He's like 7'3".
Oh yeah,
he's trash, but
he like misses layups and he's as tall as the fucking rim.
he's fucking huge.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Right, so UConn there. Memphis, Colorado. We briefly talked about this game.
I have Colorado State. I don't know about you guys.
All right.
I do
They're
too.
higher. They're higher in the KenPom and are -2.5 in this game. I think everyone in the country is gonna have Colorado State.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the perfect Costanza for Memphis to win.
Who's the coach?
Maryland, Grand Canyon.
Penny Hardaway's the coach of. Who's the coach of Memphis? Who's the?
I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
you're right. It is Penny.
He needs
Yeah,
a win.
Man, you can't fade Penny in March. It's illegal.
You can, because I think this is would be his first. Is this his first time in March? Or his first possible win? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm fading Penny. But
Fuck Penny.
Give me that
I'll
quarter.
take the quarter instead of the penny.
You know, sweet of this. All right, Maryland, Grand Canyon. Great game. Everyone's all over Grand Canyon.
no, I'm all over Maryland. I'm all over
Yeah,
Maryland.
Maryland's a
This-
strong team.
Yeah, Grand Canyon. I mean, come on. This is one of those games where you're just reaching for a win. You're just like, oh, I want the underdog. I want the underdog. This is all Maryland, the whole game.
Yeah, they're just a better team. High Point's not going to be able to match up.
Okay.
Who did Grand Canyon beat in the tournament last year? Was it St. Mary's? They just demolished the team
Yeah, I think
in the
so.
first round. The same team as last year. I'd take them, but I haven't watched a lip of their basketball this year.
How is Maryland a 4 seed?
They're nice.
Are they really that good?
Yes.
I think what was it? They like lost 3 games by buzzer beaters back to back to back. Something
That's tough.
ridiculous.
I put my head through a wall if that was me.
And then Drake. I hope everyone has Drake.
No,
I don't. Missouri.
Yep.
I
Let's
have
go, Drake.
I have
Come on now.
Missouri.
Hey,
I
guy,
have Drake.
Jack's a
Jack-
big SEC guy.
Dude, I love this is an old Missouri team. They are
I can't
they know
believe
what they're doing.
that's just insulting to me personally. As
Yo,
your friend.
Joe, I think you should ride with me and switch your UConn pick and ride Oklahoma.
Oh boy.
See, the issue, Nikki, is that the 10 picks that I've made, once I make a pick, I can't change it because I've been literally just in the weeds.
Surgical.
In the weeds.
Sorry.
of each pick. So
But I do have Drake, and then I have Drake beating Texas Tech.
I love that.
And it's Joe. I mean, some of it, yes, is to you. I mean, you mentioned Drake. You're a huge fan of Drake, so I started watching a lot of Drake basketball. I do think they have a chance against Tech.
A lot of people think that I think that you're a very good friend just because you root for Drake. Some people, Jack G doesn't think you're a good friend, but
No,
No,
I don't.
no.
I don't think UConn's going to win.
I think you're delirious.
I mean, Jaggy,
that's not
I hope they win for your sake, but also for my sake. I mean, I hope Oklahoma just.
delirious.
Nick, you have Oklahoma winning? I missed that.
I do.
Huh.
Are
Missed
we
that.
going back? Is that what's happening?
yeah, right.
What's happening is I took Missouri over Drake. Drake plays too slow. They're way too friggin' slow. I think that they're gonna get in their own head
Hey, Brad,
playing this game.
Oh boy.
all due respect, you should be shot for that.
They play too slow. Honestly, you've watched a lot of their games this year. Don't you
Yeah.
think that they play too
I'm
slow?
a Drake, and some people call me a Drake expert.
That's a
Big
good
Drake
name.
guy.
I think I am a Drake expert, and I think they suffocate their teams. They're lights out shooting. They have the best chemistry in the country, in the world. Some people say.
How far do you have them going?
I have them beating Texas Tech and then losing to I'm thinking dude, I might have him beat St. John. I might have him go Elite Eight.
That's not happening.
I hope you do for
There's
my
no
pocket.
chance.
Can't St. John's has the same shooting percentage as we would if we went out there and played 5-on-5.
What about that other school, Panopanop or whatever it's called?
Piedmont,
Yeah.
Piedmont and St. John's shooting percentage might be similar. They can't shoot the ball.
Oh my god.
Megan, what do you have? You have Mizzou, right?
I got Drake right now, but I'm thinking of switching it. I just can't stand the UVM style of basketball. I've watched it for too long. It's just boring, and I don't want to root for it.
Yeah. It opens them up for just runs, I think, against them. So
Yeah.
wish them the best. The white kid on their team is like an all-star player. I think he was on the All-American like team 2 or something, right?
I think they're all one.
Well, no, they're not. You know who I'm talking about? Sturds? Was it Sturds?
Yeah, they're beast.
Yeah, yeah. So you know who I was talking about.
Him and I are actually both buddies. Kansas and Arkansas.
Arkansas. We're Razorbacks.
Yeah. I'm on
Yeah, I got the
Kansas. I'm on
Razorbacks.
Kansas pretty heavily here. I feel pretty good.
Really?
I chose them on my Survivor. Yeah, I took them for. Are you guys in Survivor leagues or?
What?
I know what it is, though.
How could you ever take this Kansas team as a survivor pick? Oh
No,
my
just
God.
for the first round. For the first round, you can't pick them
No.
again. They're gonna get pieced up by St. John's.
I'm glad we're talking about this because
Oh Jesus.
Brendo loves Hunter Dickinson. And that's why I guarantee you that's why he picked Kansas.
Yeah, over Arkansas, it's definitely a contributor. I mean, he's not good on defense, but offense, he's gonna be a beast. I don't think
They're
it's.
gonna get destroyed by St. John's anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they'll lose pretty bad at St. John's. It is this Providence out of all of the towns to watch the games in, Providence is by far the best. If you were to watch all of the games, Providence by far the best. Oh yes, 100%. Kansas versus Arkansas, St. John's, Omaha. What's the other side of the bracket?
That's almost a game. That's gonna be a 50-point game.
Clemson, McNeese, Purdue, High
It's
Point.
Purdue
High Point, Clemson, McNeese, Kansas, Arkansas, St.
Oh,
John's,
that's
Omaha.
electric.
That is
It's
so.
just
Those are
it
so
makes your
good.
money worth it just seeing the manager from McNeese. That makes it worth it for me to go.
Yeah, $400 for nosebleeds.
To see the
Just to watch him walk out of
McNeese
that tunnel.
manager. Yes. Hell yeah.
Plus, it would be. I want Kansas to win because I'm going to take them. But if Arkansas does win, the backup prize is Calipari going up against Rick Pitino. They hate each other. That
Oh,
would be
yeah.
so sick. Plus, it's like, who's the coach of Kansas again?
Bill Self.
Yep. Yeah,
Bunch of
it's a great.
bunch of great coaches.
Yep, that is a good four three pack of coaching right there. And then we can all agree St. John's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, and then last piece of the segment is champions. Who is everybody's champion?
Well, let's do the Final Four first. I think the Final Four would be worth it.
Well, let's go Final Four and then into your champion. Who's gonna win? Final
Right.
Four, Indian champion.
I have no idea. I think I'm gonna have Florida winning it all. I don't have a Final Four yet.
Terrible.
Brenda, what do you
Good for my
all I
wallet.
was told to get on this podcast is have your bracket complete. That's all I was told to do.
That wasn't by me.
Where's the precedent?
Not by me. I think that was probably Jack G or Brenda.
That was probably me. I don't know.
I did as well.
Taking my time.
This thing better be a masterpiece.
Just fucking saying it. I'm gonna laugh in your face. You specifically. You.
Yeah.
You, Uncle Sam.
I'm gonna Uncle Sam you.
Oh my god.
He's got Uncle Sam's, bro. All right, Jack G, what's your Final Four?
My Final Four is.
I'm leaving.
My Final Four. This is a tough one, guys.
Oh my God! Wait, did you not do yours either?
No, it is. It is.
Oh.
You guys are gonna destroy me for this Final Four.
Final Four is always-
UNC.
My
Say
Final
it.
Four. No, you guys are actually gonna. I'm
Say
gonna
it.
get Uncle Sam for this.
I'm getting another beer for this one.
Well, I can't say it now because Baker's getting a beer.
Say it.
No, let him
Oh,
get a
no, I
beer.
will.
Yeah,
Oh,
good, good.
Oh, that's
Okay.
quick.
You guys
Yeah, quick turnaround.
can't say anything until
Oh,
I'm
God, if you
done.
don't say it, I'm gonna lose.
Local fridge.
Until I'm done after stating my champion.
Can you say it?
Yes, it is. My final four is Michigan State, Missouri, and Duke and Kentucky,
Oh,
with
no.
Michigan State winning.
Oh, no.
Missouri.
Hell yeah!
Dude, your bracket's gonna be busted at 7:35 on the first day.
Bounced.
I've watched so much Missouri games this year. Oh my god, they're so good.
And also, I've watched Drake. I'm a Drake expert.
But
Alright.
that's my bracket.
No,
Brenda, what do you
I
got?
actually I think that's not a bad. I don't think that's bad. I think Michigan State as the winner is a half decent pick. I mean, it's a reach, but I don't think that's terrible. Kentucky I don't really love, but
Okay.
I have Michigan State in my Final Four as well
Yep.
to play St. John's, and then I have Duke and Houston on the other side of the bracket. I have Houston beating Duke, St. John's beating Michigan State. I hope that game happens, but that is like I was back and forth on that, Michigan State for St. John's, to be honest. But I did roll with St. John's for now, and I have St. John's winning it all.
You know what
Okay.
you guys should do? You know what you guys should do instead of giving me the $20? Is you should print it out. You should have a $20 bill, and
burn it.
you can do actually. You can do 2 10s or you can do 21s, and you can put in a little whatever and just light that fucking shit on fire.
You don't even have an idea who
Right.
your winner is. You said Florida. I'm gonna pick Florida.
It's the hottest team in college basketball right now.
Hottest team is Colorado State. I think they're on like an 11-game win streak or something insane.
They were playing Piedmont
They're
and
not in the SEC though.
They're playing Piedmont.
in the Milford High School.
Okay.
I
All
made
right,
it
Nick.
All right, so I got Florida winning it versus Houston in the finals, and then we got Michigan State and Wisconsin joining them in the Final Four.
Wow.
Oh, Wisconsin. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, I got Bama losing early, and then I'm worried about Cooper Flag, so easy road.
You have Wisconsin versus Duke. Who was it?
What in what?
The Final Four.
No, I got Wisconsin versus Houston, other side Michigan, Florida,
Oh.
and then Florida winning it all versus Houston in the finals. 160 points exact. Got to get that tiebreaker.
The most
Alright, Nick.
important pick is the tiebreaker, actually.
Nikki, take us home.
I got Michigan State, St. John's, and then I got Duke, Tennessee. And then for the final, I got St. John's, Duke. I have Duke winning it all. I don't see a problem with Cooper Flag. He might not play the first round. That's fine. But I just think if Duke's gonna win, it's this year. They are so deep. I mean,
It'd be funny if they lose first round.
They got,
I love it.
They got 7-8. They got 7-8 solid studs, and a lot of, and some good, just a good chemistry.
I got some good picks and some terrible ones. But we will have to come back to this clip when Drake beats Missouri first round, and I'm literally gonna Uncle Sam you, and I'm gonna post it.
You.
You suck. You. Well, Mager, appreciate you hopping on. Always a pleasure. Jack G, good job with your first grab.
Yep.
We'll
That might be the only one.
No, I'm already in the works of the next podcast. We're already in the works here.
And we will see whose bracket is.
You know what? Wait, no, I have one last thing.
Quick.
Are these on Spotify? Where can they find us?
YouTube. We'll figure out Spotify at some point.
Yeah. Me and Megan were trying to find on Spotify today. Like, oh, let's find the podcast. Let's find what's wrong with this third episode. I've been sending you the audio things.
We'll figure it out. You and I will brainstorm. You're the SVP of technology at this company, so you got to figure that out.
Oh
You
my
don't want to
god.
hear about SEO at the moment.
Oh my god. Megan
Alright,
said the
Jack.
search engine optimization is not good enough. I said the only thing that I have left to do is create the script.
So when I look it up on YouTube, it comes up with a guy named Chieftain Jehovah. And the topic is this. Is this you guys talking about Kanye and Game Awards?
I think that
Also-
is us.
That is probably us.
We'll send you the actual link, but we will figure out Spotify at some point. But again, Maker, thank you for jumping on. Appreciate it, boys. And we will be
Of course, happy to hop on whenever.
Yeah, let's have a good March, boys. Let's have a good March.
Maker, we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch.
Yeah. Find me in football. Find me as soon as Aaron Rodgers signs with the Giants, then we can have a good conversation.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
boy.
go on again, Maker. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, boy.